Sup nerds, I'm CuppaJoey and welcome back to another episode of r/crappydesign. I have to say this is one of my favourite subreddits because what constitutes crappy design could be anything. It could be that it hinders functionality, or it could just be that it's an eyesore. Let's have a look. Pasadena City College, where dream come do. For God's sake. I want to go to the college where dream come true. I mean, he's not helping at all. And also, what gets me is like, imagine being the one in the middle, and like there's just this huge cloth banner of you that exists of your smiling face with "come" like on the side. That's so unfortunate. Clean the air in the car with car ozone. Oh yes, we really need to clean all of the air in this convertible. Because I'm just wondering how foul are those? Is that couple's farts? That they've got the top down and they're thinking this air needs to be freaking cleaned. Like even with the top down, it's bad. We need to get this device and sort it out. 99 with the most stoned kid in the world. Oh, I mean, clearly the eyes are supposed to be see-through, which I guess works in the cup, which is, because it gives it a slightly white effect, but oh no. Yeah, he either looks stoned or like he's been possessed and about to kill you, like vampiric sort of thing going on. Basically the world's first stoned serial killer. Like, this is the guy that those black and white propaganda films Reefer Madness was warning us about. It's just this one kid. This one 99 kid. Sorry, I am already taken by a freaking crazy man. He was born in July. He's a bit crazy and scares me sometimes. But he is a perfect mixture of Prince Charming and warrior. He is my world. If you mess with him, the beast in him will awake and they'll never find your body. Oh, this is so sweet. I was born in July. If I ever decide to become an abusive boyfriend, I can get this shirt for my partner. How delightful. The only difference with this one is it doesn't say, and yes, he bought me this t-shirt at the bottom. Probably because if you wore this out in public, people would call the police worrying that you are being held against your will. I love these shirts. They're awful. They are like, okay, I'm gonna, they're freaking terrible. They are ugly. They are perpetuating abuse, Like when it says he's a bit crazy and scares me sometimes, like your partner shouldn't scare you. The only time that I scare my partner is when she sees me squat and then she knows that I'm about to, vibrate the world with rectal tremors. Which, is a completely understandable reason to be scared. It is pretty terrifying if you don't know whether the ozone layer is going to be completely gone. But, this is so scary. I like it when they just have random facts, so like when it's like, he was born in July and has blue eyes, he will fight you, and his surname begins with X. Like, what? This is exactly what a standing desk is for. Standing desk? For standing? Get real. You use it to perch and do a little bit of yoga while balancing a book on your head and staring at a graph while holding coffee. That's the true purpose of a standing desk. You just want that little bit of elevation while you're doing your om pose. Oh, Donald, you're not looking so good there, buddy. This is another tragic tale of what happens to Hollywood stars when they haven't been, on the big screen for quite some time. I can't remember the last time we saw Donald in a feature film, and he's not been taking it pretty well. This is a face of a duck on drugs, Second soon. I mean, my God, the fact that it's supposed to be for kids, like he's got those bags under his eyes. This is more like Howard the Duck than Donald Duck, actually, in the vibe that it gives me. I mean, it's clearly supposed to be Donald, but it's more of a Howard vibe. It's just like some nightmare fuel. If I were a kid and we were about to go to, well, if I were going to go to the playground as an adult, I would be a bit freaked out about going on that. Also, let's face it, at my size, nobody would be able to, use the seesaw efficiently. Get. And then loads of lines that definitely don't say the word fit, because seriously, look at it, how the hell is that supposed to say the word fit? Get fit, look good, feel great. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. My body is a freaking temple. After the leftover takeaway pizza this morning, I looked in the mirror and I said to myself, get a cup of that. Get a cup of that, CuppaJoey. Because, I have the body of a god. And that's why I totally understand, You can all get on my pizza regime if you want. It's very freaking easy, I'll tell you that. Seriously though, I mean, genuinely it looks like it says get fat more than it says get fit. It's just a terrible typeface in general, like the extra lines to try and make it, give it whatever effect, and then stretched out. It's just absolutely terrible. It looks like one of those mazes that you would get on the back of like a children's placemat at a restaurant. This may seem like crappy design to some, but this is standard design for others. Now, the design of this isn't that you sit on the floor with your legs like spread out like a baby using a potty for the first time, but rather you squat over it. This is a squat toilet. I have used squat toilets. I'm not a fan. I'm not, president of the squat toilet fan club. And once when I was really drunk around a friend's house in China, I did actually sit on one because I was just I was too tired and too drunk. And she kept it pretty clean, so it was fine. I mean, it wasn't clean after I used it, but I'm a connoisseur of the squat toilet. This is actually not a standard design because you don't normally have the back like that. So that I do find quite interesting. I didn't really mean to ramble on about toilet culture, but here we are. Then again, I think that you should kind of expect that kind of content from me at this point. Ooh, who else wants this shirt from you look that makes it look like your armpits are so putrid they've caused crystallization and some form of insect to lay eggs there? This is just so gross. I mean, look, the armpit is never a good place to put anything. Just a word of advice. Never put anything around the armpits. Unless you just want to put a patch that says sweaty Jim. I mean, nobody's gonna have anything against that. Yeah, this just looks freaking rank. Oh yes, I only eat with my cutlery shuriken, the one where you cannot use two pieces of cutlery at the same time. Because of its practicality. Surely if you were going to eat your steak... Oh no, that's perfect. All you need is like two shuriken. That way you can have your filet mignon with the knife and fork at the same time, and then quickly switch to spoon, and then you've got one for each caviar bowl, because obviously you would only save this piece of cutlery for the most exquisite of events. Dutch country store? No! Oh no, I mean, if you want to... Sorry, I'm really childish. I find that word really funny. If you want to spell it differently, I mean... You can change it to a K and still have the U, and it would kind of still have that, ooh, we're slightly quirky and different, but not that. It gives it a harder sound. It makes it sound more like the word that it's not supposed to be. Shave and accommodation. You can only go here if you have been freshly shaved. And I'm talking everything. Your head, your legs, your perineum. Nothing will have a single Okay, so this is clearly safe haven accommodation, and I'm sure that what they do is amazing, but it reads as shaven. Time to draw the curtains and see what a beautiful doll. I would say that this is more a-hole design than crappy, because surely this is for the pictures, right? Surely this is just to make the hotel room look nicer than it is. I can't think that wouldn't be deliberate. They wouldn't just get more curtain and be like, well, we pay for it, might as well put it up. Évitez les contacts étroits. I am so sorry, my French is absolutely terrible. I only did it for a year, and even then I only did the most basic stuff. So if you haven't noticed the main issue with this, this is something that is promoting social distancing and wearing a mask, and saying that in order to social distance you need to get 1 centimetre away from somebody near you, potentially somebody who hasn't even got a mask. That's like way closer than I get to anyone without social distancing. Like, it's okay. You want to get as close enough that you can feel their breath on the back of your neck, and then that like intimidates the virus away. Drugs, death do us part. um, this this makes it seem cool. Like, I get that it's supposed to, like, it's clearly trying to say if you have drugs, you're gonna die, and you don't want to die. I mean, I assume you don't. I don't know what's going on with your life. I mean, I've always wanted to be a spooky ghost, so I don't know, that sounds pretty cool to me. But yeah, it makes it sound cool. Drugs, death do us part. The new album by Cradle of Filth. You know, like, that's the vibe it's giving. Cameron Regional Medical Center. Thursday, December 6th, something at 10 a.m. I don't understand. What the hell, America? What the hell is up with your freaking medical care? I mean, in what kind of freaking dystopian Mad Max, pre-cyberpunk hell is this, where, like, your medical centers look like a shady, diner on the side of a road where you're likely to get cholera by touching the doorknob? How are your standards so low? This is just the way that it's trying to act like it's an exciting advertising point, like a roadside, like a freaking roadside diner. Oh, God. And I mean, like, the thing is as well is that roadside diners are known to have, like, the best chefs or quality or hygiene. Why are you trying to give it that vibe? Not only does this door not have a lock, but it hasn't even got a catch, so you can't even click the door shut, although it would be able to open. Openable, I think is the word. And this gets so much creepier when you realise that this is a hotel room door. Yep, not just a hotel, like a room in any hotel, but like an actual bedroom that was this person's vacancy. What the hell? What kind of freaking serial killer's buffet is that? Let's say grrr. I actually looked at this picture a few times before I realised that it said laser tag. It is so confusing, especially with that, like, with the lines around them. It's really hard to see what it's supposed to be. I mean, I get that they want to make it look futuristic, but you can make it look futuristic and cool and, legible at the same time. Yeah, everybody wants a vent stuck directly into the floor. The worst part about this for the people that live there is that they said that they walk around barefoot. In fact, most of the people in the house walk around barefoot, so it's really uncomfortable. Now, you're probably looking at this glittery gold smeared plate and thinking, yep, it looks like poo. It looks like glittery poo, and that is the crappy design, quite literally crappy design, but glittery crap this time. Oh look, I'm talking in rhyme. Anyway, breaking out of that. There's so much more that's terrible about this. Okay, so, elephant in the room, the glittery poo that we're looking at. That's gonna, like, eventually come off, because unless it's smooth, if you're, like, using that, I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to just be decorative, although who thinks that's decorative, I don't know. They're probably locked away in a lab somewhere, cackling over reanimated zombies. But it would be so easy to, like, get glitter on, if you've got, like, a little sausage that you put on the plate just to get glitter on the sausage, But not only that, it looks like it's covered in lint. It looks like it has just been washed up, and then somebody grabbed a new jumper and decided to use that to clean it. And then they pulled away and, like, all these little bits of lint from the jumper are stuck on the plate. That's what it looks like. This is absolutely, like, there's so many levels of dirty that this looks. Also, is this TK Maxx? It kind of looks like it's TK Maxx, especially from Father Christmas's disembodied head over there. So this one is a pole in the randomly, in the middle of a public toilet for some reason. I don't know. I don't know if this is crappy design. Maybe very slightly inconvenient design at the worst, but, like, Maybe it's for the structural integrity? I don't know, I don't think this is too bad. Give you a few seconds to try and figure out the name of this shop. It is there. I had to read the comments to find out. It's Rain Spout. You know, if you want people to find your shop, I mean, this looks like it's one of those little side, quirky, touristy places that people are more likely to pop into on the way past, so I guess that doesn't really make much of a difference. But come on, like, don't go that abstract with your freaking sign if the main part of it is to read, especially when, like, it's actually a bit of an eyesore. It doesn't even look that nice. Wait, yeah, they're not even all musical instruments, just like most of them are, and then there's a random umbrella at the end, which I guess makes sense because it's to do with rain, but oh, this whole thing was just a bad idea. It's really not working. Especially when, like, you know, with the beginning you can see that it's starting to make a word, but when you look at, like, the symbol and the drum and the umbrella at the end, that doesn't look like the word O-U-T at all until I tell you that it's supposed to be that. X-Men Origins, Wolverine. This was one of the official posters in South Korea, which I just find absolutely freaking hilarious and brilliant. It's got nothing to do with the film, nothing with Wolverine or X-Men or anything to do with Marvel, just Hugh Jackman when he was having an interview in South Korea. In fact, I don't even know if that guy next to him was the guy interviewing him or whether it's just like a random singer. I've not actually seen X-Men Origins Wolverine. There's so many Marvel films that I haven't seen. I'm sorry, I'm not rich, and there's, like, you know, you see one, and then a week later there's 3 more out. I haven't got that much time or money to spend watching Marvel films, and I don't really enjoy them enough to warrant spending that much time and money on it either. I mean, they're pretty good, but, you know, that's as far as it would go for me. But yeah, imagine using them. It's got a South Korean flag behind it. I just love it. They clearly thought that this was the only way that they could sell the film in Korea. Yes, because the words that you want right over the crotch and bum is sniff. Because you really want to invite someone to get between those sweaty cheeks and just... So this is a picture of an English textbook in the beautiful country of Switzerland. Just have a little look, because I will admit, I even had the freaking title again. You know, your boy CuppaJoey is dumb. I'm just so freaking dumb. But they even said the captain on this submarine and couldn't figure out what it, and I couldn't figure out what it was. Yeah, and it's the captain. I was like, yeah, the captain's on the boat. What's the problem? Yeah, it's a freaking submarine. Unless he's Aquaman, he's not doing very well. Oh, you know, I just went out on the boat for some fresh water, have a look at the giant freaking turtle. It's fine. Also, that's supposed to be the green sea turtle, according to this book. So, like, that looks a little big compared to the guy. They you what will you, will say you never made. Forget and did forget them. What forget they how feel. Absolutely beautiful. These are exactly the kind of quotes that you need in, you know, separated pods, where those are the only words that you will see and definitely make sense without the larger context. Freaking 10 out of 10 design there, guys. And what's with this random, like, twig? Is this just supposed to be some, like, deep, meaningful stuff? Is it supposed to be like, oh, look, we're all close in a thing, and, you know, but, like, one guy's got a party desk, and, you know, one of them hasn't even got a chair, so I don't know what to think about this setup. Ooh, simp coffee. It's coffee just for simps. You've even got a little Milady Fox with the fedora on the side. No, I don't see what at all is crappy design about this. This is just the friendship bog. All you need to do is get on the same crapping schedule as your best friend. Now, all you need to do is you need to start eating the same stuff at exactly the same time. Eventually, both of your bodies will get in sync. And then that way, when you're out for a beer and a nice chat, as soon as you need a crap, your best mate will too. Then you can go there together and continue your conversation like nothing's changed. There's no need to pause your special time with your bros just because you need to, you know, lay a 10-pound Alabama flyer tractor. Now you can do it together. It can be, you know, a group activity. I don't see the problem with this at all. Who doesn't want to crap with their bestie? Well, that's it for this episode of r/crappydesign. I hope you're not all absolutely bowled over by the amount of absolute professionalism we've just seen. As I say at the end of every episode, if you enjoyed hearing from this subreddit or would like to hear from any other subreddit, then do let me know in the comments. And until then, I'll see you all next time.